Mic test, mic test. Mic test.
Environmental sustainability in NTU, we can do it. Good morning, judges. We are Team EchoEco, and today we will be proposing our recommendations to promote environmental sustainability in NTU. Our main objective is to motivate students to actively participate in green practices through technology-based solutions. To begin, we have first evaluated NTU's current initiatives by studying their limitations, and from there, generated insights and identified the ideal situation that our recommendations should achieve. Firstly, NTU's current initiatives are unable to change students' unsustainable habits, and ideally, our recommendation should cultivate sustainable habits in students. For this, we have the recommendation Recycle, which seeks to change students' habit from taking the shuttle bus to using green transportation. Next, most of NTU's current initiatives only involve the NTU's management. Hence, our recommendation should seek to be student-led in order to instill a sense of ownership in students. Lastly, for this, we have the recommendation EcoThought, which is a hackathon that aims to encourage students to innovate and generate solutions to solve the problem of NTU's unsustainable food waste management. Lastly, NTU's current initiative lack the outreach, hence many students are still unaware of the importance of sustainability in NTU. For this, we have the recommendation #EchoEco, which is a campaign to promote the awareness within students. Moving on to the first recommendation, Recycle. It aims to change students' habit as well as to develop a culture of green transportation in NTU. Recycle is an electronic automated bicycle borrowing system with 11 stations located all around NTU. Ultimately, Recycle can reduce the carbon footprint because the end goal is to slowly phase out the use of shuttle buses. So how does Recycle work? Firstly, students just have to tap their matriculation card at any of the borrowing stations, unlock and retrieve the bicycle, cycle to their destination, and following that, find the nearest borrowing station before scanning their matriculation card again to lock the bicycle. Next, moving on. Every bicycle will be attached with an RFID tag in order to track the usage, and solar panels will be installed in order to power the borrowing system as well as to brighten up the stations at night. Also, 350 to 400 bicycles will be spread out along all the stations. So now, Darren, who will be in charge of Recycle?
Yes, so who will be in charge of Recycle? NTU management will be in charge of financing this project. However, it will still be a student-led initiative because we'll be setting up a Recycle committee consisting of students from the Student Union, Earthlink NTU, and also NTU Cycle Club. Okay, what will these students be doing? They'll be in charge of promoting and managing this project, and also to maintain and repair the bicycle stations and bicycles. Actually, such a system is also implemented in the University of Washington Danforth campus. Danforth campus is 3 times smaller than NTU. However, the stations and the bicycles that we'll be implementing are the same. Hence, the cost will be about $590,000, including the cost of the solar panels, which is about $19,800. Yes, so actually such a system of public bike sharing is not uncommon. For example, in Paris, the implementation of Valid shows the increase in bike usage from 6,000 to about 23,600. And also in Copenhagen, also known as a bike city, they have 50% of their population that cycles to work every day. And they even have bike lanes that are as wide as car lanes. This allows them to cut their costs to cut carbon emission by 19,000 tons a year. And this shows that actually such initiatives can change students' habits, and also is highly scalable. Okay, ultimately, we aim to phase out the use of shuttle buses from 3 to 2 per campus line. This will cut down NTU's carbon generated from 388 kg to 258 kg. So when there is a will, there is a way. And now Lincoln will show you other ways.
Thank you, Daryl. Now moving on to food waste. Food waste in NTU contributes up to 50% of the total waste generated. So to address this issue, we introduced EchoEco. So what is EchoEco? It is actually a hackathon where we invite students to come up with technology to process food waste in NTU. So over here, EchoEco aims to leverage on students' talent and knowledge to design solutions which will ultimately address food wastage issue. So instead of having a top-down management approach, we are actually trying to involve students in taking charge. So how does this work? It is actually a 48 hours challenge where students have to come up with a prototype, pitch their ideas, and ultimately show to the judges. So the winning team will eventually have to implement their prototype and use the campus as a test bed. So in that, we envision a gradual behavioral change of the student body where adopting food waste recycling efforts becomes a habit. So EchoEco will be highly feasible, considering that students in NTU are highly capable and have the necessary skill set to innovate solutions. So here are some of the many proven achievements of NTU students who have won many competitions over the years. So it is believed that EchoEco will also receive strong support from NTU because it aims to become one of the most eco-friendly campuses in the world. Ultimately, running student-led innovation will help NTU raise awareness for being an advocate in such sustainable practices. So in terms of cost, there will be minimum cost in implementing EchoEco, as students will be the one coming up with technology instead of the school. So now, Gary will share with us more about #EchoEco.
Thank you, Ning Zhen. And last but not least, to increase the awareness of the importance of sustainability, we have #EchoEco, a marketing campaign that seeks to influence students to pick up eco-friendly habits and practices. So upon analyzing successful examples such as the saving kayak, we have identified successful elements such as the beach cleanup activity, which has led to tangible outcomes of having more than 300 kgs of trash being collected, and also the Save My World video, which reminds all of us to do our part to save Mother Earth. And I'm sure most of you here would have heard of this too before. So with these successful features in mind, we will thus be incorporating the hands-on and viral element into our campaign to kickstart the #Eco marketing campaign. So for the hands-on aspect, we'll be incorporating technology recommendations into existing orientation camps. So for Recycle, we'll be making bicycles as a mode of transport during amazing days, so as to familiarize and guide students on the use of these recycle bicycles. And as for Ecothon, the waste generated during the camp will be disposed into the technological inventions for the proper treatment, and also these will encourage the use of this technology even after the camp has ended. Now, moving on to the viral aspect, we'll be incorporating a viral video competition during the orientation camps. So students are tasked to come up with a creative viral video of them doing an environmental friendly act while echoing the word eco, and this will be done together as an orientation group. So they will then have to post this on their Instagram account with the #EchoEco and along with eco fun fact. So by leveraging on social media, we can thus ensure a wide outreach to student population. Meanwhile, the nature of viral video makes it memorable and also easy to relate to, while the Eco Fun Fact increases students' awareness and knowledge on sustainability. So with that, we hope this #EchoEco campaign is able to kickstart and ignite eco changes in NTU. And now Pishan will continue on with the elaboration.
Thank you, Yari. So why orientation camps? This is because we want to kickstart eco culture by incorporating environmentally friendly practices into our students. With orientation camps being the first freshman experience in NTU, we are able to leverage on well-established camps to provide a fun environment to create awareness of the importance of sustainability among students, and also to introduce and inculcate sustainability practices through the use of such technologies. With this, we hope to spark off students' interest to join existing school environmental interest group. This builds a strong foundation for student organizations to implement and run such recommendations in the future, and also to ensure the long-term sustainability of creating an eco-friendly campus. Looking at the financial of our WE strategy, there's a high cost of implementation. However, this is negated by the potential savings that we can achieve, leaving us to a net present value of about $6,000. After thinking through some of the other factors, we have decided that this is a sustainable project to undertake. To sum up our 3 recommendations, we have Recycle, Ecothon, as well as #EchoEco. Recycle encourages students to commute around campus via bicycles and also cultivates environmentally sustainable habits in students. Ecothon leverages on students' knowledge to create innovative technology and also develop a culture of students spearheading green initiatives. Lastly, #EchoEco aims to raise awareness of the importance of sustainability and also to influence students to adopt such eco-friendly practices. With all these recommendations, we are able to achieve our objectives to motivate active green practices among students through technology-based solutions. And ultimately, NTU will be able to reach its goal of becoming the greenest campus in the world so that we can all EchoEco. Environmental sustainability, NTU, we did it! Thank you.
Hello, mic test, mic test. So now we'll proceed on with the Q&A.
Just a question. So, you mentioned about the cost of the eco-toll it's minimal cost because it's actually run led by the student. I believe the implementation of the prototype that could arise from the eco-toll would require some cost. So maybe you could explain about that.
Thank you for the question. So basically for EcoTon, the main cost that will be involved will be the cost of holding the competition as well as the prize money. These are the two main costs that we are looking at. So after calculating it, we calculated it to be about $5,000. I think it's about $20,000. We'll go to the financials page. Yeah, so this breakdown, as you can see from here, the EcoTon part, that we included a cost of meal, prize money, and miscellaneous costs in the calculation of EcoTon. And then we also calculated the savings. So we feel that even though the cost of initially for the competition, you may think that about 20,000 is high, but the savings that we can achieve is about 154,000 in the future. And in addition, right, even for the prototype, we have a government grant that will help us to defer about 80% of the research costs and the prototype. So that also lowers our cost as well.
So I understand, like for example, existing technology that have some convert the food waste into water or compost. So are you looking at a different system that you're looking at, that you're exploring? Or I'm just thinking that currently people are in the market, there is really something there. So are you looking like beyond that?
We are looking to have more for on the part of student-led innovations because within school we want to cultivate this culture where students will be proactive in wanting to develop their own prototypes and to do their part for the eco-culture within NTU. So for the machine itself, right, it can either be the same as it will be more catered towards NTU. So maybe they might include some form of innovations that maybe will allow students to want to use the machine more, or maybe make it more convenient for students to use. So basically, we are just trying to inculcate this culture into our NTU students.
Hi, I like the recycle idea. When you were brainstorming for this idea, did you kind of think about what were some of the resistance that students face in doing cycling? Other than making the availability of bicycles, what are some of the other behavioral challenges? As well as what are some of the other investments that would be needed in terms of infrastructure changes? So we talked about bike lanes, right, and reducing bus lanes and so on. Right? So what are some of the other infrastructure costs that you will need to consider during this project?
Okay, thank you for your question. So for recycle, right, okay, we have 3 different phases for recycle. Mainly the first phase will be implementation and promotion of recycle, which is, during this phase, the backbone system, right, aims to introduce NTU students the concept of cycling in campus. So this one, we will work together with NTU Earthlink and Student Union and also the NTU Cycle Club to promote this. Okay, so when moving on to phase 2, we will plan to increase our bicycles and stations so as to cater to the student population. So by doing this, we might have to change some infrastructure, but that might not be a bad change because by the increasing of bike is actually a sign that students are more like choosing the greener option of cycling rather than taking shuttle bus. So that's the first good thing. And next, for changing infrastructure, so definitely the landscape of NTU will be different, and NTU can work towards being eco campus. Yeah, and also to add on to that, right, we have many exchange students and foreigners coming to NTU to view our campus. So by having this bike system in place, actually it can be included inside because many students come to NTU to view our Chinese Heritage Center, to view the hive, and the mode of transport for these visits can be using the bicycles. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay, I have a question. Is there a particular reason, with reference to EchoEco, is there a particular reason why you only allocate 48 hours to the challenge? And how do you actually mitigate the challenges when you want to divert a significant amount of food waste to Forest of Macau? And is the team going to mitigate the challenges, or will they be assisted by NTU management and stuff like that?
Okay, so thank you for your question. So in terms of so our idea of having 48 hours challenge is because we are thinking that having this 2 days event will allow students to just have their hands-on technology. There's no specific reason why it is 48 and maybe not like 24 kind of thing, but it's just a 2 days where they can just explore the different technologies that they can use, and then further on they can maybe try to like give them ample time to actually test out the prototype before they actually showcase to the judges. So in terms of because we know that if EchoEco, right, after like announcing the winner, the prototype is just a prototype, and there needs to be a lot of improvements and changes. So we actually have this appendix slide where we show the different phases. So phase 1 is implementation. So in terms of implementation, we are actually going to after the phase of having the prototype, we actually get the winning team to actually make corporate partners such as MEA to actually maybe further improve on their prototype because a prototype from the start is not good enough, so we'll keep improving. So after improving really, right, we will then we will be collaborating with NTU's Green and Sustainable Technology Society. This means that this whole project is not going to be like a top-down approach, but it's going to be like a student-led innovation, and the student organization will be actually executing the whole food waste treatment machine to raise awareness. So we have the phase 2 because we are afraid that after we have the prototype, people might not be receptive to our ideas. So the phase 2 is marketing outreach, where we will actually introduce the processor to the student body and let them know, maybe we can have some campaigns and posters to let them know that, inform them that the impact of food wastage and the need for them to actually maybe use this, adopt this practice of recycling their food waste. Yeah, so what we are thinking in the long run is that we can expand to outside of NTU so that it will be a very localized project instead of bringing the technology from overseas. Thank you.